Hello, this is Mike from TCAT's Deep Vinyl Tracks, and I'm doing a quick video today in response to a contest that is being put on by Metal Marty Mac. He's reached 600 subs and he wants to do a competition, and this particular competition, the drawing will be sometime the start of October, so he's still got plenty of time to do this. But I wanted to jump on this to help support his channel. And of course, this particular, since Metal Marty Mac is quite a lover of movies, he's doing a music and movies thread or contest. That's what it's based around. So his prompts, well, first of all, you got to subscribe to his channel. And I'll leave a link to that down below so you can easily go there, subscribe, and find out just what the contest is all about. So the other thing you need to do is show 5 albums, bands, or songs that have the exact same title as a movie. They don't have to be connected to each other or anything like that, but 5 albums, bands, or songs that are also movie titles. And I'll show you the 5 that I have here. First of all, Elton John from the great album Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. One of the songs on here is called Better Off Dead. And Better Off Dead is also one of my favorite comedy movies. I think it's hilarious every time I watch it. It's one I can watch over and over and over, and every time I just laugh at how silly it is. So it's number 1. Number 2 is Savoy Brown's Hellbound Train, which also has the same title as the movie Hellbound Train. Which was produced by a couple. Very strange movie. It's an old movie and not one that many people have heard of. But Hellbound Train is also the name of Savoy Brown's album of the same name. And there's also a track on there. The last track is the title track. Next up we have from Doors, LA Woman. The first track on there is called The Changeling. And The Changeling happens to be one of my favorite horror flicks. George C. Scott was the big name actor on that particular movie. Great movie, very scary. I remember watching it and thinking at the end that was one of the most scary movies I had seen. I watched it in the theater, and there was very little blood and gore in the whole thing. It was just downright scary. So that would be number 3. Number 4 comes from Metallica's Ride the Lightning. And it's the very last track. Even though the spelling is a little bit different, it's the same material. The Call of Cthulhu is the name of the song. And the name of the movie is The Call of Cthulhu, with the original spelling, and both spellings are interchangeable, so I think that counts for one of them, one of my selections. And then last but not least, this new album I picked up, I found at antique store, one of those, flea market type antique stores. And this is an artist I've been looking for on vinyl for quite some time, Fred Frith. This is what a lot of people call his best album, Speechless. Fred Frith comes from the group Henry's Cow. Henry Cow, not Henry's Cow, Henry Cow. And a great prog kind of experimental band back then. He's a guitarist, one of the most original and unique guitarists I've ever heard. Highly recommend his music, but a lot of people don't know much about him. Fred Frith. this, interestingly enough, comes on the Ralph Records label, which Ralph Records is the record label for the Residents. So, kind of interesting little fact that I was surprised to see it came on that particular label. So, Fred Frith, Speechless. And also the movie Speechless, with which stars Michael Keaton, from somewhere in the 1990s. I don't remember exactly when. Okay, so there's 5 albums. Now he wants us to show, for the second part of the contest, he wants us to talk about and show 3 of our favorite movies or 3 of our favorite movie soundtracks. Now, I don't collect movies anymore like I used to, so I don't have any movies to show, so I'm going to show 3 soundtracks. One is a recent pickup that I've shown before. It's Vangelis's Antarctica. I had been looking for this album for quite some time, and was able to pick it up, and it's actually a Japanese import. Very excited to have this. It's a beautiful soundtrack and also one of my favorites, so finally got a hard copy of it. Another favorite movie of mine, and the soundtrack that goes along with it, is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Of course, most people know what this movie is. Great movie by the Coen brothers, and George Clooney, John Turturro, Tim Blake Nelson, and John Goodman all star in this excellent movie. One of my favorite movies, one of my favorite soundtracks, and it's mostly all Americana style music. And number 3 comes from the band everybody knows, Pink Floyd. I don't know if a lot of people realize this particular album comes from some songs from a movie, but Obscured by Clouds is the name of the album, and it's music from the movie called Love Valley. Valley, I don't know how you pronounce that, but music from that movie. So it's not, they don't call it a soundtrack, but the music comes from the movie, so I think that's close enough. Alright, thank you for watching. Make sure you run over to Metal Marty Mac's channel, especially if you like metal and you like movies. He's got both, and this is a contest that everybody can enter. I would highly suggest you enter this contest, show him some support, and there's a cash prize of €60 or the equivalent of such, depending on where you live, wherever the winner lives. So check him out. Go check out his video, his contest rules, and thank you for watching. We will talk to you later.